Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. So today we are going to be recapping episode 18 of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
We're a little late, guys, but we made it. This episode was a lot, so we're gonna try not to jump all over the place, but like a lot happened in this episode, so it's probably gonna happen at some point. Um, let's get right into it. It's the day after the blowout with Erica, where Kyle had gotten into it with Erica. And the girls are all talking, and I guess Dorit packed up and not Dorit, Erica packed up and left the night
Yes, and
before.
Dorit helped her.
And Dorit up there, and they'll just stay with Diana. So at this point, there's 3 different locations where the group is split through. It was kind of. I didn't think Erica was gonna be that mad.
Honestly, I feel like I don't know if Erica's mad or if she's embarrassed. You know what I mean? Like, is she trying to play it off that like she's mad, or does she feel like nobody had her back and she said too much on camera? You know?
Yeah, I get what you mean. She probably is like, you know what? This is probably let me just pretend I'm mad at Kyle, so we don't have to actually talk about what's going on. So they're all meeting up. What were you gonna say?
No, she was like going off like a tangent. Like that was a lot.
So in the morning, the 2 groups split up, and we see that Diana and Erica and Dorit has basically joined Team Erica. She says she's not on no teams, but that's how it looked like to me.
Clearly, it's on the Team Erica love.
Because she wasn't just with them, she was agreeing with them. You know what I mean? If she was with them, but kind of like saying how she felt, but it was like.
But it's weird because I feel like she spoke to how she felt more in the confessional than she did with Erica, if that makes sense.
Which a lot of them do, which is annoying. Like, say how you feel and mean it. I think that Dorit, I still like Dorit this episode, I'm not gonna lie. Just because she didn't do nothing most of the season, that it was like nice seeing her like be a part of the mess.
My favorite part when she was like, I don't know all the facts, and neither do you. You know, she thought she ate that line. You know, she thought she ate.
She kind of did. Come on.
And neither do you. Legend.
But anyway, so we're gonna skip around a little bit. We see the whole thing with.
Back. Let's go back.
Oh, what happened?
Can we talk about how if they make commission, they fumbled the bag. They locked out Kathy Hilton from the store. You know how much money that lady got?
Yeah, but they didn't know she was gonna buy something.
So, listen, I love Erica. I love Dorit. If I see Kathy Hilton, she's coming into the store. Okay, Kathy might drop a bag.
They might also have not known who she was.
No, I was gonna ask you. Do you think that remember how Kathy went up to the door and it was locked, and Garcia was like on her way behind her? Do you think that they peeped that the door was locked? You know what I mean? Like on purpose.
I think that since the door was closed and they were filming, they're probably like, oh, that's just they're already filming. They probably locked the door. They don't want nobody else to let in. So I don't, because they never brought it up again, right?
No, I don't think. Even when like Kathy and Garcia walked away, it didn't seem like they had a reaction. You know what I mean?
I don't think they cared. You know what I mean? Like, I think nobody really cared, and they're trying to dramatize it.
I'd been talking hella shit personally, but you know.
I mean, I wouldn't have wanted to go in with them, but let's move on to the whole Kathy mess. Now, I like Kathy, but I'm not on her side on this. She handled this pretty badly. This can't be all about your tequila. You are not a full-time housewife. You can't. It's annoying. How do you feel about it?
I felt bad until they played the flashbacks of her at every event with the tequila. Then I was like, okay, now I get why they're acting like that, because you do this shit every time everybody's together. You get it.
Yeah, and it's annoying. Like, it's like not even a clever way of introducing the tequila. And also, it's weird. You can't expect me to only order what you like, what you want, your brand. You know what I mean?
Also, a thing that I noticed too was that I feel like production's kind of shady because I feel like they always edited out the clips of her talking about the tequila until it got to this scene here. You know what I mean? Like those other clips didn't make the episode.
But they were hinting at it throughout the season, because I feel like there's been scenes before, but we didn't realize that it was gonna add up to this. You know what I mean? Yeah. I honestly think, and this is my take on it, I think Dorit, Kyle took out her frustrations at Dorit. I mean, at Kathy with Dorit. I said that. I said that so wrong.
No, but I know what you meant.
Because like he was almost in tears after this.
Yeah. But at the same time, I can kind of see how she's mad at Erica though, because like Dorit is kind of kissing Erica's ass, even though like I feel like Kyle's mad because it wasn't deep enough for Erica to pack up in the middle of the night and leave. Like, you're supposed to be my friend. Like, we could have talked about that. You know what I
agree.
mean?
Yeah.
And it's just like, Dorit, girl, pick a side because just a couple of seasons ago, she was too cold and didn't like you. So, like, I don't under. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I guess you're more on that side of Kyle and them girls.
Yes.
See, I don't like either side. I'm not gonna lie.
It's just I feel like Dorit is doing the Fox Force 5 shit, and Kyle's not doing that right now. Like she's keeping it a stack. Like you should be a little like I feel like she's trying to hold Erica accountable on Dorit's kissing her ass. If that's
But I think Kyle's the one trying to keep the Fox 4 thing because she basically wants. I don't know. They're both going against it by arguing with each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just that I feel like Dorit is being a yes man, low key, and Kyle's not being a yes man.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Kyle to me this episode was so weird that like I don't know what she was trying to do. Was she really having like a meltdown the whole day? Like, cause she was like crying the whole time and I like didn't get what was so serious.
I don't get why she was crying either. Like, I get how you feel about the situation, but I feel like even with Kathy, I feel like it's not something where it should have affected you the entire trip. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like it makes me wonder if there was.
She doesn't know why she let Kathy affect her like that, though.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe it's the pressure of her being on the show and the family. Yeah. I did want to say that Doris killed this look. Doesn't she look amazing right here?
To you.
I think it was great.
For me, it's no, okay, when Rena was like, go get ready, she was like, I am ready. Like, oh.
She's been ready. But basically
like but we've seen better. You know what I mean?
No, I don't. Not from Garcelle, but
I was talking about for Dorit. You said how you just threw Garcelle in there for no reason.
Because I don't feel like giving her credit.
True.
But basically,
like, for me personally, Dorit has always been a fashion girl. But it's always been for me. It's always been Dorit and Erica who were like the most fashionable.
I think Erica looks like a clown half the time, but she does try at least.
Not a clown.
But Kyle basically tells Dorit that she has to go to her event and she's gonna be mad at her if she doesn't, and hangs up the phone. Now, if someone does that to me, I am not going to their event. I don't know about you.
I'm Kyle in that situation.
Oh no! So I would not be
really got fucked up. No, Kyle has a point, and you know Kyle would be getting on my nerves, but like, there's no way I planned this trip months in advance, bought out the whole store, bought out the bar, got us food, getting us custom hats, and you're not coming because Erica's throwing a temper tantrum, and bitch, you my friend first? Hell no.
No, I feel like when you go on trips with friends, you have to understand things are always gonna happen, and you can't let other people control how you're feeling. You know what I mean? Like she could have been like, whatever, I don't care.
How do I put this? Me and you have a YouTube channel together. Bitch, if you do that to me, and I don't mean for one of like your close friends, like if we meet a third party, I'm gonna be so salty at you, like, bitch, get your ass in this store and get your hat. Okay.
I don't think a hat store is that big a deal, or whatever they were at. The chemo, I don't even know what is Chemo's hobby. I still don't know what it is. Do you know?
It's just, I guess it's like a cowboy kind of store. But the only reason why I understand Kyle is because it's something that's planned out in advance. So
yeah, but you like, go off on somebody.
Huh?
You don't go off on somebody, hang up the phone on them, expect them to do what you want. Like that's my issue.
Yeah, I'm so with Kyle. Dorit was fucked up because it's just like, Dorit, why are you even like? I feel like Dorit's playing because, bitch, you know you're supposed to be in the store, and here you are with Erica talking about you feel bad for leaving her. Diana's right there.
Yeah, but also Dorit is friends with both of them. You know what I mean?
You can't pair her friendship. You can't compare her friendship with Kyle to Erica. That's disrespectful. Like,
what? That's only the same amount of time.
No, and their friendship was totally different. Did you forget last season where it was Mauricio and Kyle and the husbands making fun of Erica, but now you want to be buddy with her in the cafe and miss out on my event?
Okay. You have a point, but how about this? No, listen, you have a point, but Kyle has Garcelle, Sutton,
No,
Cherie,
but you gotta name which one
Crystal.
of those are her actual friends because the only
Lisa
person
Renner
there
was jumping back and forth between the two groups.
she
That's
see
six
at least Brenna
people.
multitask.
And Kathy, and Mauricio. That's come on now. She's
She
being way
does
too
have
dramatic.
mad people there, but three of those girls you counted aren't really her friends. They're more coworkers. Like
Yeah, but they're still there for her.
they are, but like Dorit, show up for your friend. Like Rena literally multitasked. Dorit could have did the same thing. And honestly, I feel like Erica should have went too. So
I'm on the east side with this, but this is one we just disagree on.
yes,
Um,
because how
let's
that's rude.
so finally, Kyle meets up with Rena and Kathy's there. Kathy shows up out of nowhere, pretending like everything's okay. Kyle just goes
Yeah,
along
you
with it.
noticed that like she was just not mad at there was she didn't bring nothing up. Like she was cool.
I think she wanted to pretend it didn't happen, and Kyle just went with it to not get her mad, basically, right?
Oh, I was gonna ask you, do you think that remember how Kyle was saying she doesn't know why it affects her when Kathy gets mad? Do you
Yeah.
think it's because Kathy does crazy shit off camera, like low key, like you know how she was texting Rena and shit?
No, I think it's more like their history.
No.
Like they've had drama before. Everybody loves Kathy Hilton. Not everybody loves Kyle. Like
Yeah,
I feel like there's a lot of pressure on Kyle by having Kathy on the show that she doesn't want to like have beef with her another sister on the show.
yeah, I know
And
what you mean.
also they were a period of time where they weren't talking at all. Like their
Yeah,
families weren't talking. So I think she's like putting all of that on her. Which that's what like Kyle comes off somewhat likable in this episode in certain moments where you can tell she's like having a hard time. But then
yeah,
other times it goes into straight dramatics where I'm like, girl, shut up, please.
yeah. It do be a lot because she be like in tears, in shambles, crying. Like it's really not that serious. All she like Kathy removed herself from the situation. Why are you crying? You know what I mean? Like it
Yeah,
wasn't even a
Kathy
blow
didn't
up.
make a big deal out about it. She just literally, you could barely even see her on camera after it happened because she was trying to get out.
Exactly.
So
Go
Dorit
get
comes to Kyle's house. Dorit comes to Kyle's house, which you said she didn't show up. She literally went to her house to talk to her about it, and Kyle had a full blown meltdown. Basically, how
It's
did you feel?
because you're still there trying to defend Erica. Like, we don't care. Like, no. I just feel like Erica has been going on her tangent, saying whatever she wants to say for these past couple of seasons. It's kind of like Dorit, you can't keep defending her for that shit. Like, I just don't
Yeah,
know what
but
to
I
tell
feel like Dorit doesn't have to pick. I don't feel like Dorit was like picking Erica's side. She was just with her that day. Like that's not the same thing.
I just feel like you're coddling her because like she made a scene. She's ostracized from the only reason she's literally mad at herself. If you want to get into it, because all
Kyle,
Crystal asks is if you feel like you should get the earrings back, and now you're huffing and puffing, yelling like you did this to yourself. And here come Dorit enabling you. Take them out.
yeah,
No, it's
but
okay.
that has nothing to do with this. Like I feel
No,
like
I mean
Kyle
like
is mad at Dorit for something completely different.
for the I feel like Erica put herself in a situation and Dorit is complicit around running around her and enabling her and kissing her ass. Because I feel like you really could have like you did not have to sit in that diner or whatever it was. Like Erica literally does this to herself all the time. Like she will be okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's about Erica. I think it's about could have been Erica's place, and I think like Kyle would
You
have
feel like
been like.
Kyle's gonna act like that regardless.
I think Kyle was already upset about the Kathy thing, and now she started having a meltdown because oh, Dorit, you're also like gonna cause a problem for me today, and she just went off on her. I don't know. To me,
Yeah.
this was so over dramatic from Kyle. Like I
Oh, Kyle's always over dramatic. But this
like
is a time where I can see a point in the over dramatic, like you know what I mean, in her ways.
I don't see no point. But why are they dressed the same?
Because they're cowboys.
So what did you feel about this argument? I feel like they both. It
I feel
was
like
stupid.
Dorit needs to go get ready. So
Kyle had a whole melt. I still can't believe how bad. Like she was spiraling. Like she was crying almost the whole episode.
I must say, I feel I'm literally Team Kyle this episode. Like Dorit really pissed me off.
Well, I'm Team Dory. Kyle was really annoying.
Ew, how? This is the
Dory
first
didn't
time
do
we're
nothing
odd.
wrong. Kyle's not
Huh?
her boss.
She's not, but it's just like, girl, there's certain levels to loyalty here. Like, ugh. Like, how you my best
Kyle just
friend,
wants.
but you're not at my event? You over here with this bitch who did this
You
to
can't
herself.
control what somebody else does with their day. That's where, like, for me, that's not how it goes.
No,
And
but
she
it's kind of
went
like
to her house and went to her thing at night that same day. She just wanted her to be with her the whole day.
I don't think it's the whole day. I really think it's the store, like that situation. Like she said, she planned. I feel like if she went to the store and left her, like if she flipped it and was only at the store, I don't think Kyle would be as mad. She'd probably still be mad.
I don't know. I love, trust me, I love the episode, but it was cool seeing them argue because we hate the alliance that they supposedly have or that
Also,
they
we
could.
haven't seen them argue like that in a long time.
Yeah, because they argued last season, but I feel like it was very fake. Now this season, I feel like this was more real, but it's not deep.
I know what you mean. I feel like it's deeper on Kyle's end than it is for Dorit. Like Dorit's just looking at her like
Like, girl, calm down. Like,
literally.
so all the girls finally meet up. Kyle goes to talk to Erica. Mind you, she keeps talking about how she's nervous. She looks like she's been crying, and it seems like they make up by the end of it pretty well. How did you feel about this conversation?
I knew that was gonna happen because they have that secret alliance. Like I just feel like, first of all, I feel like this conversation she should have had with Dorit. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
like you said, she did kind of spaz on Dorit more than she did Erica.
yeah. Like I feel like they didn't have no deep issue. Like
Right.
I honestly think Kyle in the last episode was hearing what Erica was saying, and she's like, "Oh my god, if I don't say something, it's gonna look I'm back on TV like I'm here agreeing." So she started flipping, like arguing back with Erica, and now she's like been spiraling since. But I did like how Crystal and I think Ann Garcelle all said how like y'all just gonna pretend like yeah cool, and now we're gonna move on. Well, if it was one of us, you guys would bring it up for like 3 weeks straight, which is literally what they do.
Yeah, it's true. Because even Crystal was like, "Why am I an asshole?" But Garcelle said the same thing. But I feel like, oh well, look at that. I feel like what Crystal doesn't know is Garcelle and Erica always go at it. Like
Yeah.
it gets uncomfortable when they go at it at points. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So for me, like the Crystal was making a point, but I don't like when people do that where they bring up somebody else into their argument. Oh, but why are you? She said that too. Why aren't you mad at her? You know what I mean? Like in a way that's like, why are you throwing me into your issue with Erica? Just handle it
I,
between you. I don't like that Crystal did that, and then Garcelle obviously didn't even back her up, so it backfired.
it's because I feel like this example that Crystal used wasn't a good example because
It
they had like
wasn't.
they literally had that whole thing about her and following Erica. So it's kind of like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
And then
and
they
she
said in the house that they're cool and not being friends. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
she
Like,
could have just used a better example, and she would have had a point. And there are better examples. I don't know why she went with that, but I like Crystal. She went at it with Dorit for a little bit, and I feel like they were going toe to toe. Like there was, I don't think there was a winner in that little argument
no.
between them. Like, and then with
Not like
Erica,
it because it felt like a friendship disagreement, though. You know what I mean? Like two friends having a conversation versus it just being stupid for no reason.
yeah, I don't know. I don't think they're really friends. I just think they
I
haven't
think
had a
they're
direct
friends,
issue.
but I feel like you know how Sutton and Erica will have a disagreement. It's kind of uncomfortable. Garcelle, Erica, or like Garcelle, Dorit, it gets uncomfortable. Well,
Yeah,
Crystal, Dorit is like more tolerable to watch. It's like you know what I mean?
yeah, because they don't really dislike each other. Basically, like
Yeah.
haven't really had an actual issue.
And can I ask a question?
Hmm?
Why is Cherie getting paid to be here? That's what I really
You
want
know
to
what? You were the one who were her number one fan. She needs to be full
know. I
time next
really was.
season. Before she was
I
even on the show, and I was like, let's just wait and see. Let's just wait and see.
and now
I'm
it
sorry.
backfired.
I'm thinking about this.
This is I think I told you last video. I was like, next time I'm gonna listen to you because you was right. Never anticipate a good housewife before the season because like she was cool, but the last screenshot you had, she's just sitting on the couch. Here, she's just sitting on the couch. Like honestly, she
She's
can
part of the
go
background. Like you won't even notice her.
at this point.
Let's see. So how did you think about how she handled Erica? Because I feel like there's the thing. We don't really think Erica is scary like in real life.
Yeah.
Right? But on the show, she is kind of the top girl. Like most of the girls are scared to really go at it or back down, or they'll start crying. And I feel like Crystal was matching her energy, but by the end, Erica kind of like won the argument. Would you agree? Disagree?
I think what it is that Erica is very good at verbal, you know what I mean? Like she's good at arguing. So I kind of feel like with Erica, you have to write down notes or you're not gonna like because remember she was like cite your facts or something like that. I feel like Erica's very like you have to do your research before you win that argument. And I feel like Crystal is more emotional wise arguing. You know what I mean? Like she's very emotional when she
Yeah.
comes to
So
arguing.
like for me, Erica is like I don't think she's like a good. She's a decent argumentative person, reader, however you whatever term you want to use. But I think her main thing is that she comes off very, and I hope this is not a bad word to use, but she comes off very aggressive in how she confronts people. Like it
Oh,
feels a
it's
little bit
okay.
more.
She's white. You can use aggressive for her.
Okay, she's a little bit more tense. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's a different level, and like who really? Not everyone can like. Some people back down from that quick, and I think Chris is a type where she didn't back down, but instead of meeting her level, she stayed at the same
Yeah, I know
level.
exactly what you mean.
It's like you're kind of losing the argument because she's just talking however she wants to you, and you're still trying to be nice, but
Yeah, like you're taking the high road. I get you.
but she's talking down to you. But I do appreciate that Crystal, like, boom, went at it with Dorit a little bit, was giving good commentary on the side. I like when she was talking
I'm
to
waiting
Stan.
for one day Crystal just sits up and let somebody have it. Like she's always laid back. She's always timid when she like sit up and hit her with them facts, please.
Yeah.
Like it's
I
just
feel like
Erica. Why are y'all scared of Erica?
I think Crystal's like that girl that we see have potential. Like we see the potential since the beginning, and
Her
she like
first
gives us a little bit.
I don't get it.
Yeah, she gives us a little bit, but then it's like not enough for us to be like, "Yo, Crystal's one of the main girls of this show." Like we can't say that because she's too wishy washy, and she does end up crying a lot of the time.
She does.
She handled this better than the other thing, the other.
But I wonder if it's because she's struggling with her ED. Like, is that why she's more emotional this season than she was the previous season? You know what I mean?
It could just be her personality too.
But it seems like the season with Sutton and her arguing, that was like a different Crystal, if that makes sense. Or maybe it
Yeah,
was before she actually got in the show, and maybe that was before she was scared to be seen in the bad light on TV. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say it might be that she just watched herself, and now this season we're getting a newer version. And I think if she comes back, we might actually get like the real
Yeah, I
Crystal,
know.
where like now been here, she's should be
Yeah.
more way more comfortable and not be so worried about saying what she
Yeah, I feel
wants.
like Chris needs to stop being scared of being the bad guy and just be the bad guy once in a while. Because I feel like if Crystal would start checking some of these girls, in
Yeah.
her head she feel like she'd be the bad guy, but the audience would eat it up. You know what I mean?
I was just saying, I feel like the audience wants her to have this moment and be like,
Literally.
she just keeps letting us down, and then she starts getting into these like her stuff with Sutton was really weird and like uncomfortable. Like,
It was.
and why are you beefing with Sutton? Like, like what?
I want to
Argue
see
with
that reunion because I need to know what was said because it's weird that they're like no longer talking about that. And it was supposed to be so dark. You know what I mean?
I hope we get back to it the reunion. Like, we get a section. I feel like it'd be weird if we didn't since it was on the
Right.
season. And so hopefully we will see that. After this, the episode, I guess from what we see, correct me if I'm wrong. It's Kathy, Rana, and Kyle going to like a bar club at night,
Yes.
and we don't know if the other girls are there or not going, are also going. Right? We don't really know, but it doesn't seem like they went. Right?
Yeah, I don't think so. I think all the other girls went because they were like they went home because they were tired, right?
Yeah, and then all we know is that the episode ends and something happened. Rena is texting Erica, basically saying Kathy went crazy, was talking about Kyle, and I locked myself in my room. And then Kathy sends Rena a message basically saying, "Silence is golden. I'm staying silent." So, what do you make of this?
This confirms that Kathy plays in my head, it confirms that Kathy does crazy shit off camera. Because even at whose party was it? It was a 70s theme or whatever it was.
The
Kathy was
toothless
like,
thing?
oh, huh?
The toothless event? Oh no,
Oh,
this is the one after that.
yeah. She was like, oh, I do stuff off camera. Silence is key or some shit like that. So that lets
Yeah.
me know that I think Kathy does do a lot of shady shit off camera, but she won't bring it on camera, if that makes sense. Which I kind of respect because it's kind of like there's a time and place.
Yeah, for me, it's just kind of like I don't know. It doesn't change my view of her. It's just kind of like, yeah, we kind of knew she was playing up the dumb thing for the show. You know what I mean? Like
It doesn't change my view, but it makes you want to catch her lacking off camera though. Like I would love to see her ranting without her knowing the cameras are on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it sounds like we're not actually gonna get any real footage of this place.
Right.
but it's weird that they went there on a car that recorded them, but they didn't. You know what I mean? Like, are we gonna get something from the event? Maybe they could just be hiding it.
Okay, I'll have to ask you a question. If, like, you brought up a really good point just now. So, say if they do this and then they flash back to the house like nothing happened, do you think Bravo is trying to protect Kathy?
I don't know if they will go that far. I guess we'll see how it plays out and what happens. I think it's because I feel like they've shown a lot of crazy stuff, and people say a lot of crazy stuff. They showed Nene attacking their own producer. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but that's not the same franchise though. You know they treat them other girls a little different.
well, I feel like Beverly Hills, they showed the stuff with Taylor's husband. We've seen Kim's real issues, like this whole Erica stuff. Like, I don't know. I think they probably do want to protect her, but if she says something crazy like this, like how Rena's making it seem, I hope that they would, you know what I mean, be honest
I'm
about what
confused because didn't it start with like allegedly Kathy's racist? Then it went to allegedly Kathy's homophobic. Now it's just Kathy's arguing with Kyle. Like, I'm so confused on how this drama even like.
I am too. I don't know. Obviously, we know that stuff got addressed at the reunion. We know that Rena, LeBron James of Housewife, that's what she calls herself nowadays. She's saying all these claims, and I guess we'll see next episode. I mean, it's only a few days away from now. I just hope that like I'm worried that we're not gonna address this for a few more episodes down the line. You know what I mean?
Also, I want to know where's it going to take for Kyle to have one of her sisters back over Rena's because it just seems like Rena's allowed to go after her sisters. You know what I mean? And she's just like cool.
I hope this is the shift in that, and I don't know. I think this reunion is going to be crazy. There's so much drama that happened this season on and off camera that we have a lot.
Like, I don't know. I'm still scared bitches are going to get away with stuff. Like, I don't want nobody to get away with nothing this reunion. Like,
that's a problem with Beverly Hills. There's nobody there that's gonna always hold everything accountable. Like a lot of them tend to just go the easier route sometimes.
I know what you mean.
Like I feel with Atlanta, they address stuff. You know, with Miami, they're mad messy, but I think Beverly Hills sometimes they're like willing to let things slide.
I know what you mean. And they need to act like OC at the reunions because
OC
was
the worst one. They be saying the craziest things.
Oh my god, when Tamara was talking about Vicky hooking up with those guys, and she's like, "Oh my god, are you serious?"
And Jersey too. They be throwing each other's whole family business out there.
Oh my god, she was like, she didn't say like a horse. She was talking about her. Yeah. Oh my god, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Not a horse. I think it's like a raccoon or something.
Yes, it was a raccoon, not a horse. She was talking about her. She was like,
they don't care. I think Beverly Hills, they play it soft. Like last season, they went way too soft. Like,
yeah.
Let's see. Anything else from this episode? There was a lot of argument. Mauricio stepped in at one point, which was so annoying. I don't want no husbands on girls' trips.
No, I feel like it's necessary though because like I said, I get Kyle's point of view, but I feel like you would have been very Mauricio in that situation where it's like, girl, it's not that deep. You know what I mean? And Kyle's over here like having a whole meltdown.
Yeah, but I want the drama mess. That's my person.
You want them to keep going.
I don't want him to step in like, oh, on behalf of PK and myself. Like, boy, lock yourself in your room.
I don't understand why he's whoa. Time out. I forgot about this. Do you remember how she was ignoring Kathy about the tequila, right, Kyle?
Yes.
So when they were talking about how much Kyle loves hats, did you peep that she's wearing the agency hat in one of the screenshots?
No.
She's literally wearing one of the agency hats, but here go Kyle plugging her brand again. But she couldn't help out Kathy.
Yeah. I don't know. It did seem like Kathy was doing too much.
It did, but it's like, girl, we see them agency hats. How many episodes through this season?
Okay, now here's the real question: do you think Rena was purposely trying to piss Kathy off, or do you think it was just Rena being normal and Kathy overreacting?
I feel like Kathy knows Rena don't fuck with you, so why did you even think she was gonna want to try your tequila?
Well, they've been cool this whole time.
They have, but it's kind of like, would you trust Rena to be your friend and care about what you have? Because I wouldn't, and I love Lisa Rena.
I wouldn't, but if from their perspective of the show, they haven't actually had any issues yet. You know what I
I
mean?
thought they had issues prior.
I don't think they've ever had an issue.
Are you sure?
I think Kathy has only had it. This is the first time Kathy has had drama with anybody in the cast.
Oh, I thought she just didn't like Renner prior. Okay, that makes
I
sense.
think I think Kathy was mad at Rena during the Kim stuff. But
Okay,
that was like 6 years ago. So like that's why I'm kind of like she could be
yeah,
holding on to that. She could be holding on to that. But it seems like they've been getting along, is what I'm saying.
I was gonna say I don't think Renner probably didn't do it on purpose. Cause now thinking about the flashbacks, it's kind of like Renner's probably like, okay, like at this point, like, all right, cool. Like she doesn't care anymore. Like they
Yeah.
had to kill her how many times?
Yeah, but it does make you think that the way Kathy reacted towards Rena, maybe Rena Kathy really doesn't, you're right. Like, she doesn't, like, they don't have beef, but Kathy maybe might just like Rena because of everything that's happened.
Yeah.
Do you want to do our Diamond and Call of the Week? This should be fun.
Who's your Diamond League? Because I know you're about to say Dorit.
Let's do Cole. Okay, since you said that, let me make sure. I haven't thought about it. My Diamond of the Week is definitely Dorit. Wait, give me a minute. First, she served fashions like she always does.
Oh,
She argued with Kyle on the phone. She argued with Kyle in person. She yelled at Rena. She argued with Crystal, and like she looked good the whole episode. And while Kyle was over here crying, having a meltdown, Dorit was just like, "What is wrong with you? Like, relax." Like Dorit really ain't do nothing to nobody this episode. Who's your
it's
diamond
really
of the week?
it's Kyle.
Oh, I love to hear
Because
why.
she's holding that hoe accountable. Don't move like an op, okay? If you know we're supposed to get hats, get my best friend better get her ass to the store and get a fucking hat. Go with that criminal hoe later, okay?
You just gave the
Period.
diamond to somebody that cried the whole episode.
Yes, but at least she was giving us drama.
Okay, all right. Who would you give the call to? Or do you want me to
Can
go
I give it to
first?
Cherie?
You can give it. No, it has to be a housewife.
Go first, because this is hard.
Okay, so I would say out of the whole cast, Garcelle and Sutton were the most irrelevant, but I'm not gonna give them the call because they've had episodes where they gave us a lot. You know what I mean? Like usually I give it to the most irrelevant, but we're talking about the people that have been arguing with people almost the whole season, so they deserve a break. Now, next episode, if they are very irrelevant all over again, maybe they'll get it. This episode, I'll give Sutton and Garcelle a pass, so it leaves us with the 6. I'm gonna give it to Diana because we didn't even mention her once, besides just mentioning where she was at. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Does
Like,
she have anything to bring to this scene?
all I remember from her is that when she talked to Erica at the beginning, like, imagine that there were victims and you didn't know.
Okay,
That
not
was
gonna
her
hold
only
you.
scene.
Diana had a really good point when she said that though. Because y'all on Erica's ass, but like y'all got money too. Y'all could be out here like, you know what I mean? Y'all could be helping if
Yeah.
y'all really care.
But yeah, that's who's getting my call because she was just, I think she was the most relevant. And while Dorit was on that side, she at least was interesting. While Diana literally just sat there.
That's true.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give. Oh, can I give my call to Kathy?
no, the main.
Damn
The
it, I wanted to give it to Kathy. Well, okay, it was gonna go to Kathy because Kathy last episode had me feeling bad for her, and come to find out, this whole plug of tequila every episode. But
everything.
I'm gonna give it to Diana too. Then
Diana.
actually, no. I'm giving it to Dorit. Dorit gets a pound of coal.
Are you serious? You can give it to
Yes.
Kyle because she carried the episode, but not to Dorit, who also helped carry the episode.
No, it's Dorit. Dorit, remember your friend's
Wow.
hoe. Ugh.
Okay, I mean I'll take it. What do you have? What are you looking forward to next episode?
I don't even know what's going on here because this little trio is starting to get kind of played out. It's like we need to know what's going on, or y'all can just shut up about the situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we need details. I hope it's dramatic. It is gonna be dramatic. I just hope we get at least we get fed next episode. Like, you know what I mean?
Hope so because this
Like maybe we don't get to hear everybody's opinion, but we get to see the main what's going on, the main issue. So we at least can talk about, yo, this is what they're saying happened, blah 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 blah.
Right.
I hope they don't like slowly start giving us details because that's annoying.
I think Rena needs to get a little more unstable and just leak all the receipts because I feel like Beverly Hills is gonna keep playing the off-camera game and it's so annoying.
I think she brought them to the reunion.
Good.
Yep. So,
Can we talk about how cute Kyle looks in here, though? Her jacket, really cute.
whatever. I mean, she
He
looks
said
fine.
it's a no for me.
She looks fine. She don't look. She don't stand out. Let's
How
see.
dare you?
So, well, we did want to let you guys know that we are going to be doing new Beverly Hills ranking once the season is over.
Ew.
Once the reunion is over and everything, which we will obviously add Diana as a new housewife, and then we'll relook at all the other seven cast members of the season to see if we should move them below or higher, and we'll kind of
Oh,
take a
we are
quick look
moving
at.
girls around. I already know we is moving girls around. So just tune in
Yeah,
because
and we're gonna do an Atlanta one once the Atlanta reunion is over, which is our first Atlanta one. So we're going straight from season one of it to this current season. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Atlanta has a lot of good housewives, a handful of bad ones, and honestly, mostly good ones though. Like
yeah, I'm
I
gonna
feel like
say there's only a few bad ones, which is really good for them.
yeah, and we also want to do a Salt Lake City one before the season starts, which will obviously be a shorter video because we only have 2 seasons. But this way, we're kind of setting a standard for you guys of how we see these girls before the season begins and we start reviews.
Exactly.
Anything else you wanted to shout out or mention?
Oh yeah, make sure you give us a diamond and Nicole. Okay, first of all, let us know: are you Team Kyle or Team Dorit? Because I think he needs
That's
to
an
come to the
important question.
because
Comment
huh?
down below, Team Dorit, Team Kyle, or Team Nobody, or whoever you like.
No,
But
you gotta pick. You gotta
yeah, you
pick
gotta
because
pick.
he needs to know he's wrong. So
Yeah, like the Dorit deserve a call. I want to know if you guys agree with that.
all right, guys, thank you. Like, subscribe, share. See you next time.
See you next time.